grade school courses.
Not just grades. Well, I guess 12th grade, high school is in grade school. But yes, board games are just hidden math problems. And we're live!
Unless they don't have scoring, and you just sort of stop playing and everyone feels like a winner.
Or there's the, or there's the, insta-win, the game's over when somebody does this one thing.
Yes.
Games. Yeah. Anyway, we are live.
Race.
And I'm in a weird position because I'm on the computer.
Yeah.
Yay! Nervenstein made it!
Hey,
Did your notification work? There was a button that I turned on that says reminders. And I'm wondering if that is why I think that's a new feature, which is why people's notifications weren't working, was because I didn't know I had to turn it on.
Oh, did you just get one, John?
I didn't get one.
Oh.
Sometimes it usually takes a minute or two.
Yeah, but let's see.
I usually get them as well. Look at us. Everybody riveting television as we
Yeah.
stare at our phones to tell you that we're on television. Or the internets.
Oh, that's the many moods of Batman.
Yes,
I thought that was the D&D alignment chart for Batman.
No, the many moods of Batman.
John, did you want a lukewarm lime LaCroix?
Sure.
I got you one.
They all
Oh,
look.
thank you.
They
I'm not
all
gonna
look the
exceed
same.
anything.
That was great alliteration.
I
Lukewarm lime LaCroix.
Yeah.
need you to scooch
That's
your
why you
boots
did it,
again.
right?
It's for the alliteration.
Yeah,
It was all for the bet.
Yeah.
Anything for the bet.
Okay. Can you scoot that way a little bit? I happen to notice that's perfect. That you weren't quite in your area on your
I
half
see
of
a
the table.
Ruth.
Hello!
Is it just full of dogs down there?
It is full of dogs. Everybody watch your feet. Oh, thank you, John.
Uh-huh.
Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream of Ex Libris, sponsored by Tony Miller, the bearded rogue, who struggled and toiled through the mad crowds of Gen Con to get a copy of Ex Libris / worked for the Play Renegade booth, so they just gave him one. But it was very well earned. And where's the cover? I want to show it off. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
So
Jackie
pretty.
Davis did a fantastic job with it.
Ooh.
So this
Like
is
everything.
This is
She does.
designed by Adam P. McIver, and it is published by Renegade Games, and it is gorgeous. This is Ex Libris. This is what we're playing tonight. There's some photochromatic, you can't really see it, but the bookshelves, the whole front is shiny.
Yes.
It's very shiny on the front, and then on the sides, just the logo and the names. And this, I love this. The
Yeah.
one side is
yes.
a book side.
Yes,
cool.
that's the side that's displayed on my shelf at home.
Yeah. If you don't like that, you can pick the boring side because you're a boring person. But, anyway.
People stack their games on top of each other?
I used to do that.
Yeah.
I was one of those.
I mean, it's a personal
don't-
decision. I
don't-
shouldn't knock it.
Oh, that's passive shame if I've ever heard it.
Oh, man.
So, jeez, I should just leave.
And he did leave.
I was
Okay.
going to say, we've told you to do that 3
Yeah.
times already,
Yeah.
and the stream is new.
So Ex Libris is a game for 2 to 4 players where we are all gnomes who, there is a position in our town for head librarian, and we are all competing to become that head librarian. And the way that we do that...
There were some
Oh,
more.
thank you. Do you want that one?
Sorry.
Okay.
You're just two-faced
I
tonight.
can't do anything right.
The way that the mayor or whoever decides that one of us will be the head librarian is by who has the best Ichi.
Who has the best Ichi?
Oh,
You do.
no! That is a very late trash can pickup from the truck. That's crazy. Anyway, whoever has the best personal library. So, I could teach this game, having played it once, because it's such a straightforward game and it's awesome. But Tony Miller's going to teach it, because Tony's here.
Uh-oh.
And he taught it all weekend at Gen Con, so he loves teaching it.
I absolutely do love teaching it. This
He's
is
also just really good at it. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
really good at
I thought you
teaching
did
it.
actually take mine.
Really
so
good
I was-
at-
No, I didn't actually take yours.
Really good at teaching it. I don't know about really good at playing it.
No comment.
I spent a lot of time demoing and not actually with my hands on the components, so
Your
I'm really
personal
excited.
library looks a little furry.
Personal librarian.
Oh, that's
Oh.
your librarian? So it's, okay, I get it.
Oh, so you're outsourcing the librarian functions?
Yeah, I'm the
So if she's-
ex-librarian.
I think she's outsourced.
I was gonna say, if she's alphabetizing, then we may have some issues. Anyway, so,
That's right. This is the first time that we've played 4-player on this new table. This is why we got this new table. Anyway, sorry.
It's really well.
I'm very every time we interact with this table, I get happy. So, yeah.
It's an amazing table.
Sorry.
So smooth.
Hello, everyone in chat. Okay, Tony, go for it. Also, hello, everyone in Twitch chat.
Alright, so as Tiffany said, all of us are rare book collectors who are vying for the position of head librarian, which comes with money, prestige, and the opportunity to collect more rare books, which is, of course, what we're actually after.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor is going to be judging all of our libraries on several criteria, and those are actually displayed across the top of the board. So anytime you have a question about what it is you need to be worrying about or thinking about when you're choosing things, they're all written right there for you. They'll be there the whole time. So the very first thing is alphabetization. Man, that was a mouthful. So these are the cards in Ex Libris, the wonderful library cards. They have several books on them. Each one will have a minimum of 2 books, a maximum of 4 books. The lovely illustrations of books and the wonderful punny titles that exist on them, you can feel free to read those in between your turns as much as you want. However, the only piece of information that you actually need on these cards is the bit across the top. All of the icons correspond to one of the 6 categories of books, and match the books that are on the card, obviously. And then the other piece, this little pennant here, tells you what letter all of the books start with. And then they tell you the series, how many are in the series, and where in that series this is. So this is A1 of 7. It's the very first card in the game. All other A cards will come after that. So when you're shelving, just like in the real world, you want A in your top left, you want Z in your bottom right, and you want all of your numbers to be in order.
I also just want to point out something super helpful that I didn't notice until halfway through my first game. They have the alphabet right here on the side of each player card, so you don't have to sing the alphabet to yourself constantly. And next to it is the number, which is the quantity of those letters in the deck, or those cards.
Yep, so A has a 7 listed next to it. There are 7 A cards in the game, and when you're shelving them, you want them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The alphabetization will be checked at the very end of the game before any other scoring takes place. Anything that isn't in alphabetical order, like let's deliberately make this non-alphabetical, anything that isn't in alphabetical order will be flipped upside down when you before you do any of the other scoring. So you can choose which one is more beneficial to you. So if, say, the red books are the banned books for this game, we may want to flip this one over because otherwise these 2 cards' symbols are identical. So we'll flip this one over, and that satisfies alphabetical order. We could also choose to flip this one over if we like that option better. Regardless, all of our books will be alphabetized before we do any other scoring. Anything that's flipped over will still count as part of your shelf, but obviously won't count for any of its icons.
Yeah.
So the next thing, and the reason why it's important that flipped over bookcases count as part of your shelf, is shelf stability. Nobody wants to go to a library where the shelves could fall and kill you. So our job is to try to make them sturdy, and the sturdiest type of shelf that you can make is a big square and or rectangle. So when you're building your library, please ignore any alphabetization nonsense here. You will score 1 point for every card that is part of the largest square or rectangle in your library, as long as it connects to the bottom shelf of your library. So in this case, you would score 6 points. This card would be disregarded just because it's a hanger-on and isn't part of the square or rectangle. This would only be 4, and this is actually the minimum that you can get. It has to be at least a 2x2 square for you to get any points. But everything after that is bonus. One thing to keep in mind is that you cannot have a 4th shelf at any time. Even the giants can't reach those books, so we don't build shelves that high. However, you can have it as wide as you want it to be. So 3 tall, as wide as you want it to be. And make big rectangles. The next thing is actually going to necessitate me dealing out some other cards. So we are going to go ahead and start with the 2 cards that go here on the board, and we will cover what they are here in just a moment. And then all of us are each going to get a card. There are 6 types of books, 6 categories. There are 6 cards. Each of us will have 1 category, and 2 of the categories will be on the board, so you do not share a category with anyone else, including the 2 on the board. The prominent works. In this case, our town is very reverential towards monster manuals. Don't know exactly why. Maybe we're all monstrous humanoids. Either way, we really like monster manuals. So you want to have the most monster manuals that you can inside of your library. For those who can't see icons, they're red and teeth. Feel free to refer to any of the categories by anything that differentiates them. They all have unique symbols and colors, as well as names. So whoever has the most will get 15 points, second most 9, third most 4. Ties will move down 1 step, pretty standard. Majority scoring, you want monster manuals. The opposite of that are the banned books. We don't like spells and potions books. So all of the purple books, unacceptable here, and everyone will subtract 1 from your score at the end of the game. So you want to have the fewest of those possible. I've only seen a couple of games where someone had 0 of the banned books because all of the cards are more than 1 book. And keep in mind that the other books on the shelf may make it more valuable to just hang on to the banned book regardless. Next is categorical variety. This is one of my favorites. Ignoring the heretical banned books, ignoring spells and potions. We want everybody to be able to read whatever it is they want to read. So you want your library to have the most diversity that you can. Whatever you have the least of, we will multiply that by 3 and give you that many points at the end of the game. So if you have 10 of everything but 3 in one item, as long as it's not the banned books, you'd get 9 points. 30 would be better, but 9 is what you get. So diversify. And finally is library focus. So now after telling you to diversify, I'm now going to tell you focus. Everybody has a category card that is theirs. Do not show it to anyone else. Feel free to look at it as many times as you want. Any book of that color, of that type, will be 2 points for you in your library, only in your library. So you're the only person who scores those books, and you're the only person, they only score if they are in your library. But you want as many of those as you can.
We are apparently buffering like crazy, so let's finish teaching.
Okay.
And then I will do a restart. So if you're watching, just keep watching. And then we'll do a restart, and we'll come back up, and then we'll start playing. So,
cool.
Yeah.
So, just to summarize, alphabetize your books, make big squares or rectangles, have lots of red monster manual books, have as few purple spells and potion books as possible, diversify your collection, and make sure that you pay attention to your library focus, because it will be 2 points for each of those at the end of the game. That summarizes how you win. Now to look at the actual worker placement portion of the worker placement game we're about to play. So we will deal out a number of these locations that we can go to, equal to the number of players. The Diviner's Hut, which is way over there on that side of the board, is always in play in the first round of the game. You'll see there's all of the locations have a little number up in their top corner, which denotes where they fall in line. The Diviner's Hut is 1. It always starts. Whenever you place these out, you'll always place them in order based on those numbers. And you'll have, as I said, a number of them equal to the number of players. Each one of these has its own specific abilities, and they all do very different things. They all, however, work in a similar way. So all of the ones with green banners and little lightning bolts are instant rooms. As soon as you place your little gnome there, you get whatever its effect is. All of the red banners, which have the little clocks, are delayed rooms, and they all happen at the end of the round. Let's go through what these specific 4 are, and then we'll go into what sticks around from round to round and how we change things. So the Diviner's Hut is in every game. It's the primary way to change turn order. So the first thing you do when you go there is the number of gnomes that you have placed this round You will then draw that number of cards. So including the guy that you just placed. So if you place your second gnome, you get 2 cards. You also get the first player marker. Unless you are already the first player marker, then you get to selfishly hold on to it. Next is the garbage dump. The garbage dump at the end of the round, you will get to name a category of books, and you will get to dig through the discard pile and take 1 card that features that category. And then you may immediately shelve it if you wish. Next is the local draft house, which is a wonderful pun of a name. It initiates a draft at the end of the round. Every person who goes there will deal 2 cards out face up to the center of the table. And in order of who went there, the little numbers will help us with that as well. We'll draft cards. Everybody will get 2. However, the earlier you go, the better your choices are. And it'll just round-robin draft straight through everybody. First player, second player, third player, fourth player, and then first player will restart again, assuming all of us go to the draft house. Finally is the tax collector. So the tax collector, when you go there, everybody who is not you will take 1 of the cards from their hand and stick it in the tax collector. You may then discard any number of cards to take any number of those cards that are in the tax collector's office. And you may shell any or all of your newly acquired cards. People tend to give like garbage. What's garbage for you or for me are different things based on what we care about. So the tax collector will also accumulate. So if I went to the tax collector and all of you put cards there and I only took 1 of them, the other 2 will remain there. The next person who goes to the tax collector will get 3 new cards plus the 2 that are already there to choose from. So it will just accumulate over time. So that's the 4 rooms that we're starting with. You also have your own personal library. Your own library has 3 places for workers. Conveniently, you have 3 workers. The spaces will let you either draw a card or shelve a card. Which brings us to shelving cards and how you build your bookcase. So, when you're building your bookcase, you never have to declare what shelf it is in your bookcase that you are building. You can just go, bam, now I have a shelf. It takes a shelving action to get a card onto the table. So, lots of things will say that you may shelf. Your player board will just let you shelf for the cost of 1 worker. Once you have a shelf, however, all additional cards need to be played orthogonally adjacent to what is already on the table. So, say I wanted to put this J down here with these A's. I probably want to shelve it underneath them so that I have more space to shelve additional books between A and J. Obviously, I don't want to shelve it before A, bad alphabetization. But, again, you have to follow the same rules. 3 high is the highest you can go. You can go as wide as you want. But your bookshelf will grow organically as you add cards to it. You never have to say, this is my top shelf, this is my bottom shelf. It's just where you place the cards will dictate where it is at the end of the game. You have to have a shelving action in order to place cards into your bookcase. Lots of things will give them to you. So, everything is may. You may shelf a card. You're never required to. So if you acquire a card and it doesn't quite fit into your library yet, you don't have to shelve it. You can just keep it in your hand. There is no hand limit.
Okay, so the stream is buffering weird. So we're going to restart my computer because I think it has to do with the fact that I've been editing so much video lately. So if you're watching and you see this, stay tuned and we'll be back. And we're back! Hopefully. Did I do that right? You'll know. No, you're all are in the past, which is the funny part. Because I sent you all back in time. Joanna, did it work? Joanna, are we live? Tell me.
Well, Steve might be dead now.
Did our time travel method pan out? Yeah, just put a title under it. Photosynthesis, something big. Perfect. Cool. So,
Gnomehenge is not working out over here.
We now have 2 laptops. There we go. Hey, Levi. Over on Twitch. Yeah. So, now I'm happy that Steve was like, no, let's put the streaming software on my laptop just in case. Because I'm like, yeah. Whew.
So we're
Redundant.
gonna
One of these
see.
days, when we're rich, we will. Oh, now the camera. That's why the view changed. The camera dropped. I was like, why did the camera angle change? It just drops. One day when we're rich, / I have a go high.
They go low, we go high. Say what?
There. We will have a stream custom rig thing, and it'll be amazing.
Camera.
Also,
Yeah, probably.
no, I can do it.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, you will have to move it. Sorry. Also, there's a lag between when I talk and when it happens on the camera. But it's happening on both of them, so I think we're stable. Is the audio synced, y'all? Alright, Steve, there's your camera.
Maybe I should
Fix
talk
it.
because I'm the one who really sounded like a robot.
You sounded like a robot for like 2 seconds.
I sound like a robot all the time, so I guess it shouldn't surprise me.
There we go.
Does it need to zoom in more, or is that good?
No, I can control zoom. You just need to get it straight, which it's
close.
not. Look at the camera.
Well, you know.
This is the professional stream. Not really. Okay. I don't want to be able to see the edge of the table. Nope, other way.
Other
way.
Ear.
There we go. Okay. Nope, you did it again. Just go the other way, Steve. We don't need to see these 3 inches. I want it here, the frame here.
I thought you were going to do zoom.
Yeah, but I can zoom differently. I don't need that. Okay, good enough. Walk away.
That is a little.
Walk away.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
Oh man. All right, Bob Wyman. Which chat do you want to watch it? Twitch is. There's not usually as many people on Twitch. I think this is a good turnout for Twitch today.
Mm-hmm.
We have usually our regulars are over in YouTube. So yeah. Also, the audio is in sync, even though there is a delay for us when we see stuff. So we're good. Okay. So I know it was really buffery. I'm really sorry, but we did fully teach. So that's great. So now we're gonna play, which is awesome. So we all get hand cards.
Should have done this while we were doing technical. That's
problem
6.
now I can't scroll the chat. It makes me say off. Oh, hello, Bob.
I can scroll chat.
That's okay. I was gonna go back in time, but it's all good. Why is the stream quality red over there?
Gotta go back in time. And it's green.
Yeah, it might just be the internet at our house, which is making the stream kind of crazy, because we're now using a different laptop that shouldn't have a full hard drive. So, can't do anything about that.
Blaming
Sorry.
the internet works for me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blame the internet. So a reminder, you want to pay attention to the icons of what is banned and what is highly lucrative. And you also want to pay attention to the icons of your secret books. It's really interesting because like when you play, you really only care about the top
Right.
5th or 6th of the cards. Like I can hold them like this and be fine. So I think this camera is so like that's all I need to do hand-wise. But the art is really pretty and the titles are hilarious.
Yes, the titles are really, really good. My favorite is the Essential Strategies for Ex Libris. Is on the shelf.
We are not sponsored by LaCroix. This is true. Sorry.
Which one of us most recently acquired a book?
I mean,
Do rule books count? No.
yeah. Well, I think Steve and I went to Pals because we take people to Pals and bought books for my nieces on the Eclipse weekend.
I was gonna say
It doesn't say the book has to be for you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Who bought the books though?
All right, it's Tiffany.
Even though it's Steve's money.
That's how it works in my house too. So I totally understand.
Those are giant chunks of chocolate.
Hey,
Yes,
I did the best that I could.
You're
beautiful.
an accommodating host. All right. Netter's got a book this weekend, so Netter's goes first.
Okay, Netters, you're up.
That is just on my team.
I thought, no, the cat was on your team. How big is your team?
It's 4 players by himself.
New shirt idea, Team Steve.
Yeah.
Team
There you
Steve.
go.
There you go.
We've all read different parts of the official Ex Libris strategy guide.
Everybody on the internet will be wearing it.
Books for the nieces because I love them to pieces. That's right.
Aw.
I bought a stack of books. I just discovered the Magical Treehouse series, which was a thing.
I don't know.
There's like 60-something books in the series.
Yeah, speaking of shelving books, they're like all actually shelved down there.
Are they alphabetical order?
Magic Treehouse. And so I bought my niece the first 4 because she's 6 and she's starting to read chapter books already.
That's
Exciting.
awesome.
So she was bragging about it, and like we kept having to force her to put down a book when we were visiting last. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy more
Nice.
for her. Okay, all right. Anyway, we're actually gonna play a game. So I have to go first.
I can make an onomatopoeia out of just all of the consonants in my hand.
That's good.
No, I like spelling words in my hand.
Sounds like you're
That's-
beatboxing.
Yeah.
I just put mine in alphabetical order so I don't have to like
I do the same thing, but
debate.
Sometimes
a
it spells
strong-
words.
yes, sometimes it spells words. Those are the happy little moments, the Bob Ross moments that exist inside this game.
I forget, to start, we just take actions. We don't shelf anything.
Correct.
At the very beginning. Okay, so we start with a clean slate.
Yep.
Technically. Oh, God. Alright, well,
clean as it can
garbage
be.
dump is kind of useless right now.
Until the end of the round now.
Until we discard cards, but
Well, but, like, tax collectors yeah. Anyway.
So not much is going to get discarded. Oh, and
The
it's
first
going to
round.
go away at the end of this round.
Yes.
so
Yeah,
it's not
I'm gonna
the
do
one.
the draft house. The draft house.
draft house is probably a good idea.
So... I do it now, yeah? Right?
No,
No, later.
no, delayed room. We'll draft at
Delayed.
the end.
That's
Delayed
right.
gratification.
We're gonna get drunk later, y'all. Alright.
I mean,
Yeah,
It's pretty nice. I'll jump in on that.
yeah.
I think John and I aren't real.
I was gonna say I can't not go there, otherwise I won't get to go there, and somebody will get 4 cards.
Oh,
So,
wow, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
The draft house is popular. We're
Yeah.
apparently very thirsty librarians.
So what's everybody's favorite drafting game?
You know, it's kind of funny because like
Formula 1?
this is like not a great start of buildings. I'm gonna go to the tax
Not a lot of
collector.
options.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of us have
Plum
to
Rouge.
put something out
Everybody,
there.
everybody has
yeah.
to discard a card.
Exactly.
All right, so we all have to discard a card to the tax collector, and then she can discard cards to
Pick them up.
pick them up and or
Yeah.
shelve them.
It's really
So-
interesting.
So you're
I'm
looking.
gonna give you this.
Oh, probably turn order?
Yeah, it is turn order, but we all already know what it is.
So you're looking for band volume. You're looking for spell.
Oh, this
composure.
nice, sweet S card.
Oh yeah. That's only a -1.
Oh, that's right, because icons, spell magic.
Not
Oh,
necessarily.
okay.
I mean, there's maybe some good things about those cards.
Yeah, maybe.
Redeeming factors.
You can just shelve them immediately?
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah. Well.
but she's
Hey.
discarding cards from her hand to do that.
It's the colloquial name for the first PlayStation.
I'll do it. I discard this. Discard face up or down.
PSX.
Discard is face up, but we're only allowed to look at whatever's on top. So
I just want you all to know I was really strong in that moment by not saying your mom's face up. I just really want you all that it almost happened and I didn't.
But then it did happen.
Well, no, but I was saying that I didn't say it, and I had to say what I didn't say, so it was fine.
oh no, in several ways face up is preferable. But we're gonna let Steve
It's
take
kinda
his
like that
turn
Disney
now.
meal.
Anyway,
Is
Steve,
there
your
a song like "Say What You're Gonna Say"? Okay.
No, it is going red again. It's our internet, I think. Oh, go turn the AC on in the attic. Because it's hot today, and the router's
yeah.
in the attic.
I just did a speed test and it was fine. I don't actually know what those colored things mean.
It means it's buffering.
I don't know what the colored things mean. And it was Steve's turn.
I'm sorry. I just instinctively send him on errands without thinking about it. And then eat his chocolate. Here we go, chocolate.
Yeah.
No.
I'll hide it.
That's fine. You deserve it. He tried to give you lukewarm lime and LaCroix.
He promised you 2, and
Yep.
then
Well,
delivered
no, I
one
promised to,
lukewarm,
and then
and then found the other anyway.
Yeah.
no.
But it's still LaCroix, so I'm still happy.
If John ever comes to your house, folks,
Yes.
to play games, Provide him with LaCroix.
It doesn't have to be LaCroix. I like other
Sparkly
sparkly
waters.
waters in cans.
I'm gonna have to
See you
carry
later.
some.
Carry some.
Yeah, we
Like
don't.
a shop.
Yeah, we don't-
You'll carry
Yes.
LaCroix in your house.
Yes. Well, I'm not
John will just
drinking.
be
Well, I'm not drinking it. So, what would the correct verb be? Just have it on hand.
Get some, I think.
supplying it.
yeah. Okay.
Not sponsored by.
Oh, tasty. It's the best stream, y'all. Best stream. Thank you, dear.
Okay.
I turned the AC on and I pointed the fan directly at.
There you go.
The router.
All right.
Alright, now it's your turn.
I did a speed test though, and our internet speed is fine. And I guess
Well, but it goes up
Okay.
and down. Just sit down and play.
well, it's full of dogs.
Only one dog.
Full of dog.
My God.
it's
full of
dogs.
Be the
I don't know. That would be the best monolith ever. I think.
oh, yeah.
You just pull up and you're mesmerized by all the corgis dancing inside.
Oh! Sorry. When I took the card, I was going to play it.
Yeah.
Which I now have pretty powerful powders. Procrastination for procrastinators.
Prognostication.
Oh. P.S. I love you. And then puppers and doggos. I didn't even know that was on there, and now I'm super happy I picked it up. Whoever discarded that, you're a fool. You're
Puppers
a
and
fool.
doggos.
You discarded puppers and doggos.
I think that was me.
Yeah, you're a fool. Do
I
you
am.
regret it?
Yeah, I'm sure it was you because I know
Yeah.
those were.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I have no choice but to go to the tax collector.
Well,
Because everybody's already dumped their
Yeah.
horrific cards.
Creek?
Tax collector. This is horrible. Why do you do this to me, Steve?
Because we believe in capitalism?
I guess.
That's what we do.
Let me see. Let me look at the titles because these two are otherwise identical. Okay, I know which one I'm getting rid of.
Yeah.
And I can pick from any of these.
Yes, any of the 5. So I'm getting rid of the one that has top 100 games of all time on it.
Oh!
I'm getting rid of love potions soothing lotions. Oh yeah.
Well, by that note,
Do you want any of them?
I think I'm going to discard a hands-on guide to paper cuts and the Hardley Boys. Lycanthropic topics. That's amazing. But no, I will pick up 2 gory bedtime stories and shelve that immediately.
I'll also do tax collector.
Oh my gosh,
Jeez.
I really don't like you guys. I'm
Well,
gonna have
I
a hand of
mean-
3 cards.
I
at
didn't
the
want it
end
to
of
happen to me, so.
It's the only good spot this round.
this. You could go to your home board and shelve and draw cards. That's still legal.
But then I might have to discard later from the tax collector.
Yes, but you could discard horrible cards instead of the cards you didn't discard to the tax collector. Ah, help, I'm being oppressed. Which one of these is the least valuable?
Alright,
You
Symphonics
don't
and
go.
Suffering.
Okay, whatever.
All of them
Oh,
are
that's
valuable.
nice.
You technically weren't supposed to discard yet, Steve-O.
You just discard last.
Turn order matters. It's like,
We're gonna go with
I guess it doesn't really.
Unbelievably Belabored Fables and Uncommon Commoners,
Kitty
which sounds like a
caterpillars.
Jeopardy category.
Knaves with knives, and a knight fights for his squire's rights.
And it says I may, so I can take things into my hand if I want to.
Yes, you may shelve it, but
Okay.
if you discard, you do get a card. You
For every card, I can discard as many cards as I
Yes,
want, right?
correct.
Okay.
You could discard your whole hand and pick up that many cards if
Right.
you want.
Well,
They're not all entirely good cards, but
No.
they all exist.
I think I'll take. That's gonna be a bad idea.
I didn't tell you to go to the tax collector.
I'll take the X.
We just can't win with the stream tonight.
The X.
It's
Discard.
the
So
stream
that-
status.
The
It's the
color
upload.
is the yeah.
Which is what the problem was on that
Do
one.
you want any of the others?
Which is the internet.
So we could drop the bit rate that we're streaming at.
Slump.
We have to stop the stream for that.
Smulk. Sulk.
You can see what it's set to first.
I think that is good for now.
Okay.
Alright, done.
Alright, so the rest of those are just going to go away at the end of the round. I'm feeling left out, so I'm going to go
Leave
ahead
it
and
at
just shelve the book.
2,500. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to the Diviner's Hut because I have 3 gnomes out, so I get 3 cards to help make up for that whole tax collector thing.
Yep.
I was debating on whether or not going there for 2 was worth it. It would have been. Oh well.
I think I'm just gonna shelve a card, which is tonics for better phonics.
I will shelve a card, which is V. Victories no one was there to see.
I'm just going to draw a card.
Okay. That's round.
Yep.
Nope. Wait.
Alright.
Yes.
Yes, so now, at the end of the round, nope, everybody stays there first. So nobody did the garbage dump, we ignore that. Now we do the local draft house. So there are 4 of us there, so there are going to be 8 cards. So I'm going to take 4 from this, if you could grab 4 from that, just so we can kind of keep the stacks even. And these will go face up on the table, and in order,
In order?
each of us will pick one.
It's dropping frames like crazy on yours, honey.
It's dropping frames.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just not a happy camper tonight. I have no idea why. This sucks for chat. The live stream, it's great. Or not the live stream. The record back, it's great. They
Right.
see no difference.
Yep.
It just sucks for live stream. Okay, we're drafting, and I get to draft first.
Yes.
Cause I'm a master. Ooh. I'm gonna do this one.
I mean, I think I need to pick that.
You don't get to put it down
Oh.
Do you get to shelf?
You look.
Oh, you get
Uh,
to
I think
shelve.
so, do you?
Each player takes 1 card, none until none remain. Any or all drafted cards may be shelved.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Sorry.
Sweet.
I guess technically I could wait until everything's
Yes.
drafted.
Yeah.
So I will do that.
I am going to take. Can I have that D all the way down there?
Oh, that was the one I was doing to tax collector,
Thank
by the way.
Okay.
I forgot to do that.
That's the one I want.
In case that was the one you wanted.
It's fine.
Given to tax collector.
Okay. He forgot to.
Discard.
Yeah, to the tax collector that one time.
Oh.
No. That was his card that he
That was supposed to
giving
go
the
into the
discard.
Oh,
tax
that was supposed to
collector
go
when
into-
John
okay.
was picking.
Yeah,
Got
but
it.
I told him not to do it.
Got it.
It's me, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
that's neither most of the options.
Yes, the best of the crap. You left me with the worst of the crap. Alright.
I will shelf one of them.
I'm shelving one of them as well. I am going to shelve one of them as well.
As will I.
The other one is discard fodder for later. Alright. Now, we can go ahead and grab all of our workers back.
Taboo voodoo for you too.
All of these cards from the tax collector will be discarded. These 3 rooms will go away. The diviner's hut will become permanent. And we will get 4 new rooms. I'm going to draw all 4, and I'm going to read them off in order so that we can do this in a very easy way. So, first one is the donation center. Discard 1 or more cards, then shelf up to 2 cards from your hand. Next is the wishing well. Discard X cards, then draw X plus 1. You may shelve 1 of your newly acquired cards.
Very nice.
The book collector. Discard any number of cards from your hand and or library. For every 2 books discarded that match one of the book collector's categories, draw 1 card from the deck. You may shelve up to 2 of the cards drawn. So he's going to get 1 face-up card. So anything with those icons that you discard, you'll add them up, divide by 2, and that's how many cards you get to draw. You may shelve up to 2. And then the Shelf Masons Guild. Shift any number of adjacent cards in a single row of your library, any number of spaces in one direction. You're not allowed to break your shelf when doing so.
So if you had like 2 shelves, you could shift one.
Yeah, you could shift the...
But you just can't split it in half.
Yeah. And the Diviner's Hut is still in play. And Tiffany is still first player.
Steve is playing with settings. Tanny, was this your favorite game of Gen Con? I didn't go to Gen Con. Tony! That was Tony. I was like, is Levi making a fun version of my name? What?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop bitrate. Try that.
Okay.
Yes, we're combining. But yes, this was my my game of Gen Con. The fact that I taught it between 16 and 24 times over the course of the weekend helped. I think it was more than that, but... Spelling is hard. That's why they put the little chart on here so that I don't have to sing the alphabet song every time I take a card.
It's not. That's not really spelling though. Alphabets.
Fair.
I'm going to cry. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the wishing well. And I'll discard 1 card to draw 2 cards. Our shipper name would be Tiffany, according to Angela.
I am just going to shelve a card, if you don't mind. I'll pick it in a sec.
Okay.
You didn't help.
Oh,
Tiffany works.
For every 2 books card, draw 1. Shelf up to 2. Of course. Not excited about any of those. What is the little gnome icon on that?
That's usable in a single player game.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Okay.
it does have a solo mode.
Yeah, you want to keep it at ultra fast though.
I think I just want first player.
Okay, so you draw the 1 card, and first player token is now yours.
Thank you.
Alright, me. I'm going to go to the wishing well. I'm going to discard 3 cards to draw 4 cards because my hand was horrible.
Oh, there's 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just still in the mode of 3. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I mean, Steve wasn't currently sitting at the table,
Yeah.
so I guess that's okay.
Wow, this is better, but not
I'm
great.
just gonna shelve.
I can live with this. It's just not great.
Oh, I just shelved Nancy Druid.
Ah, nice.
Which I guess goes with the Hardly boys.
Ah.
Whose turn? My turn?
You're good.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to do stuff. Okay, edit things. Yay!
Yay.
It's a little easier for people to see. Okay. I am going to go to the. I'm just gonna go to my own place, and I'm gonna shelf the P that is 5 of 6 next to my 6 of 6, which makes me
Ooh.
happy.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very clever.
Powerful peace treaties. That would be important to read if you were playing diplomacy.
And pranks to ruin someone's day.
I really hope you don't read that.
My grandfather taught me that when I was a kid. He wrote that book.
Yeah.
It is very pretty. When we'll do some stuff and show people's shelves, but
Draw a
Tony
card.
was saying that the whole thing is like one continuous. It's one painting.
Yeah.
So it is possible to lay all 500 something cards out. Not 500 cards.
It's like
152.
Yeah,
something like that,
152
yeah.
cards out to make one giant piece of art.
Discard these 2 cards, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 symbols.
Yep. So 3 cards drawn.
I'm gonna
And you may shelve 2 of them.
only the cards. I
Only the
draw.
cards you draw, yeah.
Right.
Correct. Only the cards you draw.
No, like put it away.
I'll do
Thank you.
this one, which is Thieves' Can, a robber's guide to reading.
Thieves' Can. I love it. As a
And-
rogue, this is within my interests. Literacy programs for my people.
No. Speaking of which, Tony, I feel like you're going for blue. Just, And Steve, I feel like you're going for green.
No, I'm just going for something that isn't purple. I discarded a hand of all purples. I just wanted to get cards on the table because everybody else has cards on the table.
Alright, I'm done.
All right.
The PPR that you have there, Tiffany, looks like a acronym for a railway company, unlike maybe an 18XX game.
What would, I just realized your laptop doesn't have our picture-in-picture setups.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, bummer.
Maybe the Pennsylvania Pacific Railway.
No, because this is like a mythical land. It's gnomes and stuff.
Oh, that's right.
You gotta go more fantastical.
Let's see. I just can't get enough.
Everything I can think of is Harry Potter references. Levi says that's exactly what someone collecting blue would say.
Alright, so I'm going to go to the book collector, and I'm going to discard these 2 cards, which have 4 icons, which will get me 2 cards, and we'll see if I can shelve either of these, or if I want to shelve either of these. Yes, I want to shelve one of these, so we're going to put this one down. And that's me.
Well, I'd love to draw a bunch, but there's nothing to do for that anymore, so I will draw 1 card. Because I can't. Pegasus Phantom Reality Way.
I like that one, Bob.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That seems like somebody who's laying the track in Laser Riders.
Oh man, I need to play Laser Riders. I should borrow a copy. I know someone in town.
That's a game that I very intensely thought I may not need to own, but I desperately must play.
I just don't have enough cards for the donation center to be worth it, so we're just going
Yeah,
to
me
draw a
neither.
card.
When would you want to discard more than one? Because there's no hand limit, right?
There is no hand limit, but
But this lets you shelve 2, so you could get rid of 1 to put down 2, right?
Yeah, which is what I did later. Last
it's
game we
discard
played.
one or more.
At
so.
the end, it
Oh,
was
I
just
see.
like,
yes, you could discard more.
no. Okay, I think that's the round, guys.
Yep. No red rooms, so everybody grab your
Red
gnomes.
room.
All right, so we keep the donation center. So ultra shelving is still a reality
A Pegasus Phantom Reality.
if we ever have enough cards.
What you did didn't help.
All of that goes away.
What I did.
Now 4 more. Oh, these are... Okay, some crazy ones. So first, yield book swap. Take 1 card from your hand, or trade 1 card from your hand with 1 card from this location. The newly acquired card may be shelved. If you could put 3 face-up books on that guy. Next is the Mystery Shack. Name a category. Peek at all the mystery cards. Reveal and take any or all cards matching that category. Return the remaining cards face down. You may shelve 1 of your newly acquired cards. Deal 4 cards to that one face down.
Wow.
And then the Assistants Guild. Move 1 of your previously placed assistants from a home action space to a space occupied by an opponent's assistant. Return their assistant. If the location's effect is instant, activate it.
Wow.
They do get to replay their assistant. So even if they're kicked off their
Oh.
spot, they do get to replay it again.
Nice.
And then last is the Yard Sale. Reveal any number of cards from your hand. In turn order, each opponent may take or shelve 1 of your revealed cards or pass. Continue until all revealed cards are gone and all opponents have passed. For each of your revealed cards taken or shelved by an opponent, draw 2 cards and then shelve any 1 card from your hand.
Whoa.
So it's lots of drawing and lots of shelving if people take what you're offering.
Wow.
Yeah. I had that to great effect, but also handed Steve the game last time. Hey, Eric! Welcome to the game. We're having some buffering issues. I don't know exactly why. We've tried some troubleshooting. But yeah, you're just gonna... Sorry. We've even changed laptops. It keeps happening, so we're just going with it.
And now I'm second player. That's not bad.
Like, a speed test is one thing, but it's not consistent enough. It's not like going for
Yeah.
20
Well-
minutes. That's the thing that kills it.
Our download is also. We should be getting 100 and we're getting 3.
I think the neighbors are watching some Netflix or
It
something.
might. Yeah, it might be.
Are they on
I
the
don't
same
know.
network?
No,
No.
but when you can tell when, like, at a certain time of night, on certain nights when more people are inside,
Yeah.
Maybe they're streaming the Mayan
Comcast
Classic.
doesn't really work.
Because we're in a closed loop residential thingy or
Yeah.
whatever for cable. But it says our upload is 5 megabits, and this is only supposed to be using 2. So I don't know why we're not using more.
Yeah, but it's 2 megabits a second.
Yeah, our speed test. We're supposed to have 11, and
So,
currently
get rid
it's
of
at
it.
speed test that we
Yeah.
have 5. So I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know, turn your phone on to
Not
Wi-Fi.
bad.
Or airplane mode, maybe.
Alright. Because I need some Hail Marys, I'm going to the Mystery Shack. I'm going to say red. So I'm going to look at what's in here. Alright. So this one goes back. These 3, as you guys can see, all have red.
Oh, wow.
So I will get those
Oh,
cards.
you get all of them?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
And now he knows what's in there, so he could
I
go
could-
there if he wanted that last one.
If I wanted the last one, I could go back and grab it.
You can shelve one of them if you want.
Yes, I can shelve one of them, and I'm looking to see which one I want to shelve. Because I should shelve one of them. We're going to do this B. No, we're not going to do the B. I'm not going to shelve either one. Damn. Or any of the 3.
I'm gonna just draw a card.
Yard sale.
Actually, no, I lied. I'm going to shelve this G.
That
I lied.
won't get you the job as head librarian. Or maybe it will, I don't know.
We'll see. It doesn't have any spells or potions on it, so...
Oh, I see what you did now, Steve. You just grabbed the jars in the cabinet and put nuts in instead of using the box of mixed nuts on the counter.
Oh, I didn't know where it was.
Okay. No, that's fine. It was all cashews and now it's peanuts. And I was like, what magic happened there? What happened to the cashews?
Cashews became peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna draw a card.
I will also draw a card.
Yeah, we're having kind of not great
Wow. Alright.
reveals of stuff.
I'm going to go to the donation center.
Finally got some stuff.
Yeah, I finally got some stuff worth shelving. I am going to discard this right here, which will make Steve cry, in order to shelve.
Gorgon with the Wind! I love that book. Gooseburps.
This and
Ooh, dad jokes, a desk reference.
Damn it.
Dangerous Strangers, Dark and Stormy Night, like the medieval night, Dastardly Dudes, and then I'm going to also shelve this one here.
This one has The End is Nigh and The End is Nigher.
Diviner's Hut.
The Saga Chronicles, Book 4, Book 12, no, 17, and Book 33.
You just went right.
Yes. I don't get to shelf anything from the Diviner's Hut, do I?
Nope.
I am going to ye old book swap, and I'm swapping The End is Nigh and The End is Nigher.
Nigher. The End is Nigher.
Nice.
And you can, yeah, I can shelve it.
I will go.
Excuse me. I should not have drunk a
here.
LaCroix, apparently.
Well, don't do that.
You know I should reach out to LaCroix and see if they want to sponsor us.
Yeah.
John's like immediately without hesitation.
Yep.
Like and completely serious.
It's a good
yeah.
Sounds great.
Yep.
You should get on that.
I don't know, Levi, if there's a list of all the names. I'm sure Adam has one someplace. I don't think
Yes.
he's posted it.
I think there is a screenshot of his printout in the dev blog, but it's
Oh,
only
okay.
one page.
Yeah. He had to come up with 500 something unique titles.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I will do that. But you get that back, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
You're welcome.
And you get this. Do I place it now?
Oh, from your home action space.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do that?
Your one guy will stay, but that guy
This guy goes back.
Yeah.
goes back.
So
Yes.
you don't get to take the Diviner's Hut. There's another card that lets you bump opponents.
No, you can take the Diviner's Hut. You just have to use the
Oh.
Assistance Guild is specifically somebody you used on a home
I just
space
moved from
action.
the wrong spot.
You grab the wrong guy. That's it.
It's a common problem in law enforcement.
Grabbing the wrong guy, yeah,
Yeah.
it happens more than you'd think.
I'm realizing now the camera's a little high, but it's fine. The stream's great,
It's
everybody.
legal, it's fine.
It's legal. How low does the camera have to be before it's illegal, Steve?
The watch cauldron
I
never
was going to
bubbles.
say you don't have to answer that question.
War and cockatry.
PG-13 right now. Version on R.
Wand maintenance. That's
All right.
PG-13.
I'm going to draw a card.
It's still, yep.
Well, now that I have more workers,
One more worker.
it's more.
It is more.
Um,
One is more.
I'm gonna go to the yard sale. I don't know
Whoa.
if you guys have noticed in Portland recently, there's a lot of yard sales happening.
Boy, howdy, are there.
So I'm gonna do this one. I might do more. Just give me a minute. I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to.
So it's like a real yard sale. You aren't sure what you're willing to part with yet.
Do we get a shelve them immediately?
Yes. We may take them and or shelve them immediately. And it is turn order, so Steve will get first crack at whatever.
Hmm.
And it was we all take one until somebody passes, and
Yeah.
then
Once
Everybody has
passes-
to
yeah.
pass to stop it.
Yeah. Everybody has to pass to stop it. So one person could just take all of them if they want Tiffany to draw and shelve a bunch of cards.
Alright, we're gonna do this, and I'll put them in alphabetical order just to make life a little easier for anybody looking at them.
libellus libations.
Mm-hmm. Lizard Folk Tales was a great story. I like that one. Lightning Bolt was also good.
Studious studs and their studly buds is a very interesting reference text.
Capturing blue caps and carnivorous plants as pets was also really good. And Cauldron for Cooking, 1.
Knowledge you'll never need volumes 1, 2, and 3.
Cauldron Cooking for 1, I should say.
You know, I'm gonna pass.
The greatest grade in
No.
cheeses.
Oh, that's your book. I was like, I give up that book? What?
No.
No, I'll take this. See
The Grapes of Wrath is on here.
the what?
Grapes.
The Grapes of Wrath.
Rape.
The grapes of
Grapes
Wraith.
of Wraith. Ah, even
Ooh,
better.
There's a strategy guide to Dork Souls.
I'll pass. Dorsal strategy.
are you
card. I'm passing.
Great. So Steve took one again, probably handing him the game. And I get 2 cards.
Yeah, none of these are a game.
And then I get to shelf any card from my hand, not just what I drew.
Correct.
Cool.
And these go back to my hand?
Yes, the yard sale. You get back all the crap that nobody wanted.
Just
like a real yard sale.
Yard sale, yeah.
Now you take it to the Goodwill location.
Speaking of
The
which, if
garbage
you're
dump.
in the Portland,
Okay.
if you're in the Portland area, next weekend or
Oh, yeah.
next Monday on Labor Day is Guardian Games' Labor Day yard sale, and I will have a table with hopefully Tony and hopefully John there as well, selling game things.
Yes, Wraith
So,
grapes.
Yes,
Ghostly grapes.
we'll be selling those.
I'm not sure if they're grapes that belong to a wraith, or...
It's just best not to ask sometimes.
Dead grapes. Or like wraith is the verb,
Mhm.
I guess, for wraithing.
Dune, spelled D-O-O-N, is pretty great.
I'm gonna shelf that one,
Okay.
which has maggot milk ?
Nope.
Um,
Madigo milk.
maggot. That's
No.
I don't know.
Madigo. I think.
Madagot? I don't
Yeah.
know. Meanies or disgruntled genies? Math for long baths.
Ooh.
That one I would read. Math for long baths.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, that actually sounds like...
If it was a good bathtub.
It actually sounds like it could be relaxing.
Yeah. I do love math
you
problems.
know, I think I want 7 out of 8.
For a second, yeah, we're all out.
Just you, Tiffany.
So,
It's just me. Okay,
shelve the books you will.
Yes. I think
it is a Madigo Games reference, but I don't know.
Honest.
I'm not sure why it's Madigo milk. That's. I think the question mark. The author wasn't even sure.
Well, is Madigo like a thing in fantasy? Is that like the book chest? Because I thought that was something else. The like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna shelf something. I'm gonna do it. I just have to figure out what to discard first. Difficult.
A spirit under the form of an animal. That's what a Madigo is.
That would make sense.
So-
why you'd be like, do they have milk? That's
Frequently
actually-
a black cat, rat, fox, dog, or cow.
Oh.
A cow would have milk, but
Alright,
does
I'm
a
gonna-
spirit
so would a
cow?
cat,
But does a
technically.
spirit? Well, they have nipples. I've been
Yeah.
taught this.
But cats, if they are female and if they are pregnant, they can produce milk. So it could happen. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just
So you could have cat cheese.
I'm not. Oh. Oh God.
That'll be later on in the S's.
I'm gonna do that. Scented candle seances. The secret of the Lotus Garden. Semi-Gorgeous and the Shield Maiden Secret
There you go.
is
And
what I shelved,
that's
and that
it.
was it.
Yep.
So, yep.
Come back to me, my gnomes.
So do these get discarded or do
Yes,
they stay with it?
they will be discarded.
But we'll
It will get brand new cards.
fancy.
Yeah. There's one of the characters in
What are
the
you doing?
asymmetrical player powers, the Trash Golem, can actually recover cards that are discarded
Oh.
off of rooms.
That's cool.
So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have.
The thing about a little bit rate mentioned that it could be also with anything upstream.
The
so it could
community
be
center.
server connected.
Take one card from this location, then give one of the remaining cards to an opponent. Both cards may be shelved. That one will get 4.
That one is great.
Face
Shield
up or face
Maidens, as in the person.
Now here comes my favorite, the Gambling Den, number 7. Starting with the active player and going clockwise, all players name one unique category for each of their assistants below. Reveal 4 cards from the deck. The player whose category has the most matching books takes all matching cards and may shelve one per player below, then discards the rest.
So the way it works is if you're the first player, you name a category. You get all of the books out of the reveal, or you get all of the cards of the revealed 4 that have those books. Once a second person joins you, it's only whichever one has the majority out of the 2 categories that are named. Once a third person joins, it sticks with that. The other categories that aren't named are disregarded as far as majorities go.
Is this face up or face down?
Face up.
Yeah.
Only the Mystery Shack is face down.
Okay.
Next is the Librarian's Lodge. Okay, this one is actually a pretty simple room, but it's a mouthful. You may perform the following actions once each in any order. 1. Move one of your previously placed assistants from a location to one of your home action spaces and activate it. 2. Swap one card from your library with any card in your hand, another card in your library, or to any allowed position in your library. So you can do both of those things. Take somebody off the board and activate a home action, and you can swap cards around in your library.
Nice.
And then last but not least is the Bookseller. This is about as easy as it gets. Take one card from this location, you may shelve it. And it will have 4 cards on it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Start with an active player and going clockwise. All players.
Alright. Whoosh.
Someone really needs to take that diviner's hut.
This seems kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I do it immediately?
Yes, so...
And it's just me, right? So
Yeah, so name a color and then reveal 4 cards.
let's
Name one of the book
do-
types.
Let's do red.
Alright. So any that have red on it, you will get. So 2.
Do 2 reds.
The other ones will be discarded.
Okay. There you go.
And the Gambling Hut,
And then I can
yes, the
take all
Gambling
matching
Hut.
cards. And I may shelve,
Shelve
one
one
per
per player,
Below.
so you get
So
one.
So
I
you
can
can
shelve
shelve
one.
1 this round.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, who wouldn't go to the gambling den?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do...
Giant wooden D20s, that makes me so excited. I was on a hunt for wooden D20s a couple years ago and had to have one custom made.
No, it makes you 20-sided.
20
Not X-sided.
You were out of your nut. Did I not? I didn't feed you. That was.
This is all on you, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I was about to say, did I not feed you enough? And then I realized I didn't feed him. So that would be why he's hungry. Yeah.
It's all your fault.
I do too, Kabuki. I'm going to ask, why are you making 20 giant-sided D20s out of. Or, no, 20 giant something. 3D printed dice.
Oh, so that would be a lot of sanding.
Are you going to read it?
Yeah. Nervous Side adopted someone else's project, giant 3D printed dice. So much sanding. So much sanding.
I am going to go to... Man, I think I have to do that.
Yeah, the rooms have gotten interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to go to...
I think it... I don't know, I wish there was a way to, like, crowdsource the, like, back of the box blurbs
Jesus.
for
Yeah.
many of these books.
I need more cards,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
only way...
Like, the books don't
there's
need to
no
be
way
written,
to get
but...
more cards other than Donation Center, so... Best I can do is instead grab what's out there. So, I'm going to go to... In the Community Center, let's shelve. So, let me go to... What's in my hand? I'm going to go to the Donation Center. And we're going to choose one of these to go away, and we're going to shelve a couple books. I am going to get rid of
Well, he's doing that.
the...
I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna give.
I'm going to get rid of this H. And I'm going to shelve...
This one.
A
to
dictionary.
Steve.
A dictionary
Yes.
for the unwary.
You may shelve it, my love.
B.
Whoa,
Yeah.
rude.
And
Oh, I get what you mean.
this T.
I got haunted furniture and upholstery Hate at First Date,
Ooh.
The Hellhounds of Baskerville, and Hellscaping Evil Lawns and Gardens.
I would like to
Some
go
of
to
these
the
are just
community
practical.
center.
Really?
I'm going to take this M and shelve it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to give...
Oh, you.
Actually, no, John.
Yeah.
I'm going to give John the
That
W.
makes more sense.
Jerk.
It makes more sense.
Because
Dang it.
John
I
has a
can't
V
shove it.
next to an X. Yep.
It's
It's kind of like a Roman numeral.
Oh, it's a wedding gift. It's a wedding. They're wedding gifts. The 3D printed dice.
I will go here. I'll take
Oh.
this.
Mhm.
And I will get rid of.
Ishi! Oh no!
Since it's still technically my turn,
You want to
Sorry,
swap to something
everybody.
different?
I want to do this one instead.
But why?
The previous
Because I
owner
got-
of the house swung by because they accidentally had a package delivered here and it was supposed to arrive, but it didn't arrive. So we were getting his contact information so we could send it to him or let him know it's
That's
here.
somebody who seriously
Yeah.
wants his package.
It's from
I
Powell's.
mean,
Yeah.
they're 2 books from
I mean,
Powell's.
the-
They're-
Yeah.
I mean, we understand the significance of books.
Yeah,
right?
I
Like-
was going to say of all the streams to be
Just-
like,
that's
hey,
one of
where's
those-
my book?
That's one of those I'm not messing around. Like,
Yeah.
I need my package.
Powell's does have
Alright,
a rare books
you good?
collection.
I'm good.
So.
All right, I'm going to the bookseller and I'm going to take this J card here and I'm going to shelve that immediately. Because that's what booksellers do.
Take the J card.
They let you shelve things immediately.
That's right.
You take it and shove. I'm not going to belabor the point here.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Ichi is very good at letting us know when there is someone currently on the porch in front of the door. I will say.
Or coming in the yard.
Yeah.
Hi, Cold Nose. I'm gonna do the gambler's den. Let's gamble. Let's gamble. Before
Alright.
you flip those cards.
Yep,
so-
You pick a type, and then I
Well-
pick a type.
You first, because you're the active player. You pick a type and then he picks a type that is not your type.
Not my type. What do I need?
Damsel in distress?
That's a great plan. I want red. Sure, we'll do red.
I'll pick green.
Alright. So, we will now count up reds and greens.
There's 2 of each.
So the active player wins the tie.
You get the Z and the F.
Thank you. And then I get to
Those-
I get to shelf 2.
Yes, you do, because there are 2 people there.
Very nice.
Great. Though, do I want to shelf 2? That is the question.
Gambling dens are fun.
Okay.
That's what I'm taking away from this game. Gambling dens are fun.
We like the previous owners of our house because they let us buy their house.
That is a big plus.
So, and they were very accommodating in us buying their house. And we were very accommodating in us buying their house. And it was just a good... And we liked the neighbors, and the neighbors liked them, and the neighbors still talk to them. So it's important that we're not dicks. So, yeah. Anyway.
Not being dicks is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you are a dick, in which case, you be you, Richard. You be you.
Would you say that it's my turn, or is it your turn?
It's my turn.
Oh, it is.
It's my turn. I still have to decide if I'm shelving or not. Steve, you can go. Sorry.
She's debating on what to do with her ill-gotten gambling den gains.
Yeah, it's really tough. There are a lot of options here.
Ill-begotten gains.
There's so many things she could get, but...
I think...
So the most we're at is 9,
I'll
as
just
far as card shelves.
stop.
Yeah.
I'll just stop. Okay. I won't do it.
Probably not going to end next round.
I think.
It's only 3 more. He's got another action.
Oh, wait. How many? It's 12 and a...
12 will trigger.
Crud!
Again.
I'm
Yeah.
not ready for
I
that.
know, me neither.
Maybe
We're
I
not
will.
there yet.
I will shelf.
We've got plenty of time.
God, you scared me. I'm shelving. I'm shelving!
We've got plenty of time.
I'm
Do
shelving!
we, though?
Yes, we do.
I don't think we do.
I can't hit 12. I only have 2 cards in hand. There's only so much I can do with...
I'm going to shelf 2 cards. Because I'm freaking out.
Man, you mentioned the end of the game trigger and suddenly everybody starts shelving books. We're just having a good time reading titles, and now it's...
It's a race.
we gotta shelve everything.
Ah!
I hate to inform you, it's been a race the whole time. Alright, so you shelved your 2?
I did.
Alright, I'm going to the Diviner's Hut and drawing 3, because I need more cards.
Yep.
Oh, I'm good with that. You do that. You
Boo.
go to the Diviner's Hut.
Boo, Steve. What?
I already got them. I drew them from here.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's
sorry.
2 decks.
Of course.
No,
Stop
Tiffany.
being helpful.
Did you... Oh.
How dare you try to assist me?
Just gambling is so tempting.
Gambling is awfully fun.
If she goes to the gambling, then can she name
names 2 icons, however, she only gets the win from one of them.
Yeah.
So, whichever has the majority.
Yeah, it's red again. It's really weird.
Boo.
Red again.
Okay.
I'm sorry you're frozen, Bob.
Did you watch Gorgon with the Wind?
He read it.
You read it?
He read it.
Jinxes of Ancient Sphinxes. That's a fun one to say.
Am I? Oh, I'm the last one to go.
The Jester Investor.
Stevens.
Oh.
Jackalopes and Other Jumpy Dopes.
Bob
Yes.
Hoblin's Guide to Hobgoblins?
Say that 4 times
Bob
fast.
Hoblin's Guide to Hobgoblins?
Wow.
Uh.
That Bob Hoblin.
Oh man.
Can't
Okay.
trust him.
Well. Gambling's really tempting, though. I mean, I know that's how they get you, but actually, I'm just gonna.
It's literally how they get you.
All right, I'm gonna go to the Librarian's Lodge to take this one from here to go here,
Mhm.
and in doing so, I get to take this action. So I'm going to place this one down here, and then I can either swap a card, shift a card. I can do some fun stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Swap that Z with another Z.
no, I'm gonna swap it with a W, but you know you're close.
She must
Do I
have-
want to swap that with a W? Actually,
Actually.
I think I actually want to.
Love.
I want to leave the Z there. I think I actually just won't swap. I guess there was no reason for me to go there except for opening the community center.
I have to do it.
Gambling.
I have to do it.
Alright, name a color.
Yeller.
I'll go
It died
green.
in the end.
Oh no, Steve names first.
He did.
I did?
He said
Oh.
yellow.
Oh, and then I named before you.
No, I come next, don't I?
I'm yellow. I'm
I'm green.
Starting with the active player and going clockwise.
Yeah. it's
Oh,
turn
clockwise, not okay.
Over.
Let me get away
So
with it.
yellow, green,
Yes.
and
1, 2, 3, 4.
the counting of the icons begins.
Blue.
And they're off.
Blue.
1 green, 2 blues, and 2 yellows. Steve gets it.
So I get these 2 yellers.
You can
And I can
up
shelve
to 3.
1 per player.
Yep.
That's
so
fair.
you can
So
shove
you-
up to 3, but you only have 2 cards. So,
So you get both. Oof. Says
Steve
ditto.
just throwing things down.
I am now at 9 cards.
Yeah.
So you caught up.
Good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm at 8.
I am also at 8.
All right. That was the end of the round, correct?
Yep.
There are no red rooms. Red rooms. Red rooms. All right. So community center comes up here. Yield book swap clears. I'll get the community center. You don't need to worry about that. Alright, so here's the community center cards.
Oh, I need to feed EG her gross food.
These discard. These all go away.
Unless you want to do it. You
Now,
can move if I'm getting
You
it.
reshuffle?
You have to scoot it.
yes.
Or you can do it. Are
So
you doing it or am I doing it?
Do you mind?
No, it's fine. You didn't have to get it. You just had to scoot it.
I didn't want to scoot in.
At the bare minimum.
So one of us will potentially trigger the end game this round.
But we have one more round finally.
Yeah, you always have one more round after it's triggered. But...
Alright.
All right. I need each of you to draw 1.
Draw the clock. EG
1, Steve. Okay.
Then.
Gambling Den's coming back.
Drugs for EG.
And the bookseller. All right. So we are bringing back the auction house. This is a new one.
Ooh.
The auction house is a delayed room. So when you place, you choose one of these spaces. That is your bid space. That's how many cards you are giving up, discarding at the end of the round to take the 3 cards that are on this room. You may only go here if you are outbidding someone. Obviously, no one can be outbid on 4. If you are outbid, you get your worker back to replace afterward. You don't have to place them on the auction house, obviously. But that's how the auction house works. Next is the gambling den.
Shelve 'em.
Yeah. Next is the gambling den, which we loved last round. After that is the bookseller, which is also pretty good. And then last but not least is the rummage sale. Take 1 card from this location. Take 1 additional card if another assistant is present. All newly acquired cards may be shelved. So it's a 3-card thing. The first person gets the card of their choice. The second person gets the remaining 2. Whatever those
There's
are.
a lot of spots
And then
in this round.
the bookseller is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope. No. Steve, help.
All sorts of pieces of stuff. And I'm going first this round.
Yes, you are.
Oh, crap it. Let me figure out what I want. Do I want anything from the rummage sale? Perhaps. Do I want anything from the bookseller? Being able to grab things and immediately shelve them is good. Let me see here.
I mean, if she's gonna eat one, she can have one. You wanna take it? You want it? Alright, Zizi, you can't have it. I mean,
The auction house has a D, a B, and a V. Wow, the auction house is actually not too bad. Only one
Great game.
banned book.
great game we're playing here in the kitchen. Called Find All the Dog Medicine Before the Dogs
Find all the dog drugs.
Yeah,
this-
before the dogs
Well,
Thank
we
you,
were
everybody.
we were gambling, and now it's drugs. We're just getting into some really bad stuff tonight.
It's going great. It's going great.
Yep. For those of you who want to join us for our stream of Ex Libris, tune in Thursday.
All right. I am going to go to the... Can I afford to... Yes. So I'm going to go to the donation center. We're going to pitch this one. And we are going to shelve... this one.
Little white
And-
pills everywhere now.
This one. And that will be my turn.
Oh, goodness.
There are a lot of cards that are out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it took me so long. I had to look at all of them and figure out if I desperately needed any of them. I determined that a lot of them are really good, but I didn't have anything that I desperately needed.
Oh, this is so gross. Here you go.
Mm.
Enjoy your disgusting food.
Man, we've had gambling and dog drugs and late night visitors and
Yeah, it's been an interesting stream. The stream messing up. It's just
Yep.
been great.
robot voice.
Mm.
Alright.
Robot voice, yep.
Yep.
Bearded robot.
Yes, bearded robot.
That's right.
Okay, we have water.
I don't want to put that out there too much because that would be infringing on Maggie's gimmick. I can't also be a robot.
Yeah. Thanks. That's good. That's good.
Cyborg maybe, but robot no.
Okay.
You are up. The only thing that's happened is I went to the donation center because I was first player.
Great. Okay. Rummage sale. Da-da-da-da-da.
Rummage sale, first person to go there takes one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I can read
You're good.
faster than you can explain it.
Well,
Go.
if you can read it.
Yeah, that's the trickier one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to the donation center.
Mm-hmm.
Did you trigger already or no?
No,
Okay.
I need one more card to trigger.
I don't think I will trigger, but actually no, I will. Okay, I'm going to discard that one, and I'm going to discard.
Oh, you can only discard one.
No, it says one or more.
Well, you can discard as many as you want.
One or more, then shelf up to 2. Oh,
So it doesn't matter.
No.
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it to discard more. You don't get to shelve more. That would be amazing.
Exasperate, puffing out my nose. Okay, I will play the Word of the Wings and Woodworking Forgotten Elms, in addition to Wand Maintenance, War and Cockatoo, Wards Against Warts, and the Watched Cauldron Never Bubbles, which I already had read. Whew, okay, there we go. Whew. Hi, Lackey stopped in on Twitch. There we go, okay. Ichi has gross food. She had a lot of teeth removed and her gums are still sore and sensitive, so she gets like soaked dog food and like warm. It's not good smelling, y'all. It's just it's not good to look at either. She likes it. She eats it great. I just don't like it. And then she gets a lot of pills. So sorry. Oh, she just picked up Xena's mushroom and carried it into the living room.
Wow. That's skill. Right there.
Doop, 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 doop.
She just like walked in like, yeah, well, she found it. There you go.
Yep.
I know what to do with this.
Jeez
This
Louise.
gives me
Did I not
food.
feed you enough?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bookseller.
Yeah, I know. You haven't gotten
Yeah.
food yet.
Yeah.
You'll get food in a minute.
Yep. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I think I'm also gonna go to the bookseller.
So there is theft.
No, well, Xena hasn't
Yes.
been given it yet.
Yes, we added.
Oh.
Well, because Xena can't be given food while Ichi's
Yeah.
loose. Because Ichi will bully her out of it.
Is there no food in it then?
No, there's food.
Okay.
It's leftover Xena breakfast.
Me?
I took it back.
Reaper's Keeper?
Alright, I am going
They're
to.
really bad curse words.
I think we're all avoiding PAX prep. But some of us aren't going to PAX. We're just avoiding But that's how we're avoiding the prep.
Mm.
Actually, it's
the best
I mean,
it's by not going. You're going.
yeah, I'm going to PAX.
He didn't want to go, but he's gonna go and he's gonna have a great time. So if you see Steve at PAX Prime this weekend, say hi.
Oh,
He'll only be there on Monday.
I waved, but
I'll only be there on Monday.
Oh, the camera's not on there. Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
I'm
I
going
will
to
only
go
be at PAX on Monday.
to the rummage sale, and I'm going to take this eye.
Triggering. End of
Will
game.
trigger the end of the game, but we still have one more full round plus the rest of this round.
Who's that?
Ooh.
Oh, I get it. That's the
Bookseller.
that's the wizard that drinks
Seller
heavily.
of books.
The rum mage.
So I have ineffective elixirs, incorrigible dirigibles, incorrect maps and inaccurate atlases, an incomplete guide to procrastination.
Oh.
I could have written that book.
Mystery She Wrote. And then Mysteries Through History. I like that one. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh, here's one
Or
Steve could
Geek
have
Wedding.
written.
Sorry, the Geek Wedding.
Here's one Steve could have written. Poets Who Didn't Know It.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not a poet. He's a punter.
I
Oh, wow!
think I'm gonna give.
That's amazing, Levi. I almost said Levy. I should just go back to calling you Levy.
Thanks.
Better.
It's better than
If you keep-
Leroy.
if you keep,
I did call him Leroy today.
I mean, if you keep calling him what you call him, he's gonna break at some point.
What is that F doing?
There's
No,
a
but it's
discard.
fine
Oh,
because
okay.
he's also got
Yeah.
a moat.
It's like, what
Ah.
I think Tiffany discarded for 2 draw, maybe?
When the levee breaks, it still goes into the moat.
Moat, yeah, it's Levy moat.
Oh.
When it breaks, he's got the moat. It's fine.
What do I want to do?
Okay, I'm the one that broke on that.
F? Something tells me it's about time.
I think I'm just going to shelve a card.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Well,
kind of getting to that point.
Yep.
As Levi says, don't censor your shelf. People
He
should be
said
able to.
yourself, not yourself.
People should be able to read these books.
There you go.
So my last
Horizon by Levi Moat is at 92.8% funded on day 1, which is awesome. We are going to be streaming it next Thursday. Tune in.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to play it. I mean, if you want to drive over the hill, you can come
That's
play
the
it.
fastest Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, we delivered, and it's personally delivered by the designer. He's making rounds across the country.
No, we're streaming Levi's
Yeah.
as one of his very loved.
Yeah, it's one of
playtest
his
copies.
very loved playtest copies is what we'll be streaming with the
Yeah.
designer Levi Moat. We're gonna do like an interviewee stream
Oh,
thing.
Levi will be here too. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll have to drive over the hill.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a stream playthrough with the designer, and we're gonna ask him questions as we play, and yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be
So
fun.
if you were curious about Horizons and you wanted to see a playthrough or ask Levi questions, you can do that on next Thursday.
Yep.
So yeah.
I think I shouldn't say my favorite thing about that game, but the thing I always remember is when we first played it, the box was really worn because it had been through so many
It's
playtests.
still warm.
Yeah,
They'll see it on Thursday.
the box wrap was super warm, but I thought it was like
Yeah.
artfully worn to like
nice.
look like an old game.
Yeah.
It's like no, it's
Right.
just been through like 400 playtests.
So I'm
or
gonna go
something.
to
Very high number.
what sets me up
It's
best
the
for
stream
next
to the
round.
levee by the moat. On Thursday, next Thursday. This Thursday,
I'm
we're
gonna go to.
playing something I forgot.
You know what? We're gonna gamble. I
Something
didn't
over
gamble
there.
last round. I feel left out.
That came out at Gen Con. And we have
Um,
2 options. But one
Let's
depends if somebody else has.
say red. Red.
Let's see some red. Show me red.
Yeah.
Put everything on red.
2 reds.
Hey,
There you go.
There you go.
9H.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to read what Nerds of Wisdom said.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you
It's an
are.
older one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. Read it.
Outside of a dog, it says Nerds of Wisdom. Outside of a dog, a book is man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read. It's an
Nice.
old big goodie.
It's a classic. It's a classic, yeah. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Ooh,
I only
4.
can shelve one of them, unfortunately, because I was the only one there.
Mm.
But I felt left out last time. So,
Okay, well, No one's going to the auction
No, not yet. The cards are pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought about going there just to drive it up, but
Well, I have a very specific card that needs to be played, but we have a whole nother round.
One more
when
round.
can I
What
gamble
could
but now?
all right. What color are you choosing?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question, Tony. I think I'm actually good with anything, so I will gamble based on people's shelves. Black.
Damn it. Okay, so I can't say black. I will say. Let's do red again. We'll stay with red.
2 blacks.
Ugh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
1 red.
Oh.
1 red.
Oh.
Tied.
Also-
Black
also
wins.
D.
Black wins.
Oh wow.
But she only got 1 card out of it.
Yep.
Now I'm glad you chose black because that's what I was going to choose. I would have not gotten anything.
Well, that's okay. Still means I'm better than you. I'm gonna go.
No one was debating that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just gambler gen talk, you know. Xena is so hungry she's chasing her tail. Slowly, but she's doing it. Look at your dog.
Yep. That's some tail chasery.
That's the I'm bored and hungry. This looks tasty. Shake. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Auction house.
Okay, you get all the cards? No.
Yeah. He's
Mm.
discarding 2 right now to get 3.
I guess just shelve all 3 of them.
Yep.
Yes, he can. Steve is.
Technically,
That's
I
actually
cannot shelve the D.
mean,
Well, you
yeah.
can shelve it.
Yeah.
It just won't be in alphabetical order.
That's true.
Diviner's Hut.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yep.
Enjoy your first player marker.
Thank
I'm glad you're enjoying
And your
the stream,
3
River.
cards.
Got my 3 cards.
It's been an event.
Yes.
Michi, how you doing?
At the very least, I try to be entertaining, even if my strategy sucks.
I think you're doing well for yourself.
I think I'm doing better this game than I did the last game I played with them. That was
You have
miserable.
a
bad.
contiguous
Yeah,
library.
it's a whole shelf. It's a whole shelf this time.
Was it just like all rocking on one book?
It was kind of like with
It looked like one of those horrible Tetris pieces.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was pretty bad.
is it the Magician's Apprentice?
I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
What's the Disney one? The Magician's Apprentice? Or
Alright, this
Sorcerer's
is the last
Apprentice.
round.
Oh, auction house.
Yeah, I get
Steve,
them all.
He gets-
discard your 2 cards, then
yeah,
take
don't
those
cheat.
3.
Don't cheat, Steve.
Don't
Discard the 2 cards.
Cheating, Steve.
Cheating Steve. You know what? I'm just torn between getting cheating Steve shirts and Team Steve shirts. There was another.
Team Cheating Steve is a pretty good
I feel
compromise.
like Team Steve. I don't know if it's a jersey or if it's like a
Both?
polo or
Steve,
something.
Steve on the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the mascot is cheating Steve.
What's that? Oh, that's one of your cards. I see.
He still has to discard.
There you go.
All right. So these rooms.
Hey.
So these rooms are going to be rooms we've already seen before. The Shelf Masons Guild.
No, what is she playing with? She's playing with the skin of Dodo.
Oh wow, the garbage dump comes out
Oh,
late
good
in the
time for
clutch.
That's a great.
The Wishing Well, if you really
that's
need to
the
draw
wrong camera.
cards.
That's an awkward one.
And the Mystery Shack. So let's put 4 cards on the Mystery Shack face down. And the book swap gets 3 face
Xena
up.
is thrashing a toy behind the camera. That's what.
And
that
the
toy
auction house also gets 3 face up.
Oh, Shelf Masons. It's a great time for Shelf Masons.
Yeah, we got a lot of the late ones that came out in the clutch the second time around. Both it and the garbage dump are really good at the end of the game. Although garbage dump can be analysis paralysis city at the end of the game after everybody's. That's why you aren't allowed to look through the discard pile. It's
Oh,
just
John
name
got that
name a
first
color.
Oh, that's yeah. You name one. Is it the first one or
No,
only of that?
you get to choose, but it limits your choices somewhat from the entirety of the discard pile.
The garbage dump is nice. There's only one spot. I feel like I just really need to shelve cards though.
Yep.
Shelving cards is good if you have enough cards to discard to shelve.
Yeah.
then shelving cards is really good.
That's my best bet. Alright.
Tony turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Final round of baits. Final round of baits. Trying to think what next Tuesday's stream is.
Tiffany, your library kind of looks like a dog.
I think it looks like the sheep or cows from Minecraft. Personally.
Oh,
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to the
Mine's a camel.
book swap. I am going to swap this for this
Levi,
lovely H here
I think
and shelve
Steve
that
will come and
immediately.
find you at PAX on Monday, probably later in the day.
Yeah.
That's me.
Levi, are you demoing Horizons on Monday?
Monday afternoon,
Monday afternoon?
while the Megathon's happening.
Oh, I
Uh,
messed up. The community center needs 4 cards on it.
how dare you? I'm gonna go to the donation center.
And you call yourself a future master librarian chief.
Yeah, I
Person.
know. I really messed that up.
I'm going to place this one, which completes the part of the W's that I needed to fill that gap in. And I'm gonna place.
Whatever you
This
do,
one.
don't read this title aloud. And it's a corrupted codex. That's weird.
200 pages to start fires with.
That was perfect.
I like that one. That was a good one that I played. Humans. How to write gooder. How to write good and how to write gooder are
Oh.
both on this shelf.
Also, bees is on here.
That's very Marcus Ross and Kara Leacock Water Bear Games.
Torturous
played that
tasks
at an unpub.
to take up your
Yes,
time.
it's a very good game. Very solid game. Marcus and Kara rock.
What if this is all a
Oh.
train?
What if this is all a dream?
Battles that devolved into dance parties. Can
That-
I actually
that's
read
awesome.
that?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Quest.
Oh, I totally screwed up.
Oh no, he doesn't want to play. He doesn't need to play Horizons on Monday. I think he just wants to see you on Monday.
Yeah, no, I just
I
wanted
think-
to say hi. If you were
Yeah.
there, I would just say hi.
An oral history of the spoken word.
God.
All the spoken
The
words.
Tourist
back
Guide
to
to
me?
the Underworld.
No.
No.
Steve.
What happened?
Oh,
what?
did you take a turn?
What had happened
Yeah.
was.
Yes, she read the card that she played when
I
Ah.
played 2 cards.
Okay.
In fact.
Oh, the donation center is taken.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
The maniacal laugh made that right there. That was fantastic.
Looks like we're shacking up at the Mystery Shack.
What color?
Yeah, let's go with red.
Red.
Reveal and take any all cards.
You look at
say
them
red.
all.
You secretly look at them all.
You look at them all. Any that are red, you
there we
show
go.
to us to verify that they're red, so we know you're not cheating.
Because it's Cheatin' Steve.
Cheatin'
after
Steve.
all.
Because you could be cheating, Steve.
But then I would
Well-
just be cheating myself.
Well, you are cheating, Steve, but this is far too confusing.
I am not taking any
Any?
of these.
No reds. That's fun. Well, we know there are no reds there, everybody.
I'm just shelving a card.
No communists in the
But
Mystery Shack.
Steve knows everything else that's there.
I do. I have since forgotten it.
Wait, is that what I do? No. What's out here? Community center. Oh yeah. I'll go here. I'm gonna take this. A.
I'm going to take the A. And who are you going to give what?
And then I will give the X to Tiffany.
So in this case, it is not X that was going to give it to her, but it is X was given to her.
I don't even know anymore. So many things that just don't fit. Didn't leave myself a huge gap, to be fair.
I think I'm basically writing off shelf stability at this point.
Yeah, it looks that way. It does in fact look that way. So no swappery is possible. I can't discard stuff. Can't afford to. So we're gonna go to the Mystery Shack and not name red. I'm instead going to say blue. What do I see? That's not terrible. Can I use them? I cannot use them, but I do get them. That could have been better. I probably should have just shelved a card. Let me see. Shelve one of them. Okay, so we'll just have to shelve one of these out of order. I'll just turn it face down because it's going to be... we'll do it right. We'll do it right.
And then, once again...
Shelf missions again. Actually, I guess it doesn't really... no, it makes a big difference.
It does.
Yeah. That's nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's... I am officially jealous.
This is the last round.
Yes. Yes, this is the last round. You have 2 worker placements left. Use them wisely. Well,
Oh, him. Oh, yeah.
I'm not worried about you. You got this.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just saying you're pretty clear on what you're doing with yours, I think.
I am? Tell me. I don't know. I'm just shelving. Yeah.
That's an interesting way to bark.
I am just shelving.
I think she's
Okay.
coughing.
I'm also shelving.
I'm glad I didn't gamble on that. I was not going to get it. All right.
Peachy is behind you.
I'm also going to shelve.
Oh.
You're okay. Oh,
Nice.
man. Okay, 2 shell shelf. 4? I have 4 shell shelf. So easy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, this one's a freebie, I guess.
Yeah, that the one that's dangling into your library is that co-owned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a library swap program going on.
Auction house, I will discard one. 'Cause it's end of the thingy, right?
Yep.
Oh no, you
No more workers.
Well, I guess I can discard whatever I want. And I'll take CSI.
You gotta shelf them all.
Even if they're out of order, at the
Yeah.
very least, they'll
That's
help with stability. All
I
right.
at least get 12 points for stability.
Very nice.
So now
Okay.
we bring out.
I'm gonna take a picture of my library and tweet it for y'all.
Oh whoa, you did make a little QB thingy.
Now we bring out our wonderful handy dandy dry erase board score sheet.
Best part of the game.
The back is actually
not.
the single player
Ah.
campaign mode, so you can play it
Very cool.
solo if you are inclined to play solo games. We'll start with the first player marker. So
Bob said Rivendell Library, home of the last of the high shelves.
Nice.
that's
good.
That's. Yep.
All right.
Bob might be rating the expansion.
So the first thing we will do is look at alphabetical order. Anything that is out of alphabetical order, flip upside down. You may choose
Technically,
what
I
you
would have
flip.
waited.
You may choose what you flip.
Actually,
I only have the one card.
The E's. Oh, you have to choose, right?
Yes. As long as it satisfies alphabetical order, ultimately, it's your choice. So I am done.
I am also done.
I am also done.
All right. Steve, are you complete?
I am.
All right. Alphabetical order check done. Now we are going to go through all of the different colors of books, and each of us are going to. Each of you are going to give me the total of those colors of books that you have.
Yep.
So we are going to start with black books.
$11.
9.
6.
All right. Now green books.
5.
8.
14.
14. All right. Yellow books.
8.
6.
11.
11. All right. Monster manuals are ultra important majority scoring books. Red.
13.
11.
7.
8.
Dang.
What were yours again?
11.
11.
13.
and 13. Okay. Reference texts. Blue books.
5.
7.
7.
17.
Oh, the most effective places to spill spoiled milk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17. Yes, I really did have 17. Okay. How many blue books for you?
5.
5. Tiffany?
7.
Steve?
7.
7. All right. Now, those horrible spells and potions books. Purples.
4.
8.
7.
I had 2.
Wow.
All right. Shelf stability bonuses. So the biggest rectangle each of us can form.
12.
You have 12.
Also 12.
I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15.
15 for me as well.
Wow.
Pretty close.
All right. Prominent Works Awards. So, looking at the monster manuals, which are the prominent works, John will get the 15 points with his 13.
Mm-hmm.
Steve will get the 9 points with his 11, and I will just squeak out 4 points by
Easy.
book.
You just gotta wait. Oh, she might actually have. No, I don't know. She shouldn't have to.
No.
I think she's just
Banned book
board.
penalties, we'll just carry those down. So -4, -2, -7, -8. And then categorical variety, we're going to look at everybody's lowest book. So John had, not counting banned books, so John's lowest is a 5, so he will get 15. My lowest, not counting banned books, is also a 5, so I will get 15. Tiffany's is a 6, so she will actually get 18. And Steve's is also a 6, so he will get 18.
Which was my 6 again?
Black.
Mm-hmm.
Or no.
No, it's not
No,
black.
your 6 is yellow.
Yeah,
Steve's 6 is
yeah.
black. Alright, now everybody reveal your library focus.
Fiction!
What?
Alright, so
Corrupted codex.
John had
That
black,
makes more sense.
so 9
That
times 2 is 18. I had blue, so 17 times 2
Wow.
is 34.
That's just madness.
Lackey, I don't think anyone will have this yet. It's not supposed to hit retail until end of September.
Tiffany's is green. She had 14 green, so that's 28 for her. And then Steve had yellow, and his yellow was 11, so he gets 22. Alright, so now we just add up all of this.
I think it seems like a Tony from just all the large numbers you were reading out.
Well, no, just the blue. The blue is what made the difference.
Yeah.
I couldn't get anything, like, I hurt myself. I couldn't get anything between O and P. I left, all the P's were
Yeah.
in other people's libraries already, and it was a...
836. Oh. Interesting.
Whoa.
Oh, no. That's wrong math.
wrong math.
This should be that.
It's the new
No,
math.
no, 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 no. 6 plus 8 is...
14.
Yeah, so it is that. Yeah. And then 30, 52. Tony wins!
Yay!
With 66. Did I do, you're like looking at my math crazy. What?
No, I think you won.
Really?
16
this
and,
is-
16 and 12 is 28, right?
It's not a 16. Where do you see 16?
8, 8, 7, and 5 is 16 and 12.
But that's a minus 7.
Oh! I did
Yeah.
math wrong.
Yeah, because that makes that an 8. 8 plus 18
Yeah.
is 26. 26 plus 28 is not as much as I get myself. Who's the cheater now? Oh, I still tie for second with John. So Tony gets first with 66 points.
Wow.
Very nice, Tony.
John and I tie for second at 54. So that kind of shows you how much something was important.
Yeah.
And Steve has 53. Better luck next time, Steve.
However, I did just see the book title, A Lich in Wonderland.
Ah.
That's kind of winning on
Or
itself.
A Lich in Wonderland. Yeah.
Winter, the cold time of year.
I
The
wanna,
Wizard's Fair of 893.
Okay. Actually, first, so before we start having more fun with the books, let's talk about, this was the basic game of Ex Libris. So Tony, would you please tell us the difference between this and the advanced game?
Yes, so the advanced game of Ex Libris. All of us have a basic player board in front of us. On the other side of that is a faction, a specific library. And each specific library, I'm going to go ahead and bust these guys out because they're too cool to leave in the box, has a specific worker with a specific asymmetric player power.
A bunch of them, too.
There are 12 of them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them look like this.
That's
And they're
amazing.
pretty cute.
Is that the gelatinous cube?
Yes, this is the gelatinous
Oh my
cube.
god.
The gelatin cube is a cube. Hold
It's a cube and it's translucent.
That's
Don't go
am-
that close. Why?
That's amazing.
Whoa, extreme close up of the gelatinous cube. If you can see this, you're already dead. No, each one of them replaces one of the gnome workers. So instead of 3 gnomes, you'll have 2. And then each of you will have a special worker that has its own particular ability. They do various things. Some of them are more offensive, some of them are more defensive, some of them give you extra actions, but they're more basic actions. The mummy actually lets you entomb cards underneath your shelves, so you can actually shelve things underneath the books that you have shelved, and they're 2 points at the end of the game if they're
cool.
still there. The Clockwork Automaton is who I played at Origins, and he will let you, it's right here, it says, gain a free home action for every friendly assistant that is present on the tile where you place him at.
Oh, wow.
So, if you put all 3 of your people on your home board, you can take 4 home actions instead of just 3 if you want to. That also applies to places out there. There's the Igloo of Information, which has the little snowman. Once he goes to an instant room, no one else can go there. There's the Caverns of Comprehension, which has the goblin who gets to pickpocket people. The Swamp of Scholarship, here's the witch. When acquiring a banned book,
That's
you
a goblin.
reveal the top card of the deck, and you can take that instead. So, oh, I'm picking up this card that has banned books on it. Let's see if I like the top of the deck better.
That's cool.
The Sasquatch doesn't like to be with other people, so he can't go to the same place as anybody else, but if anybody goes to where he is, he runs away and then gets to be replaced again in the
Nice.
round. He likes going first, obviously.
It's the librarian. Oh no, that's the Sasquatch.
The Bookworm, the Garden of Education. The Bookworm performs both home actions and may discard 1 card to repeat that. So they can shelve up to 4 or draw up to 4 for discarding 1. The Fire Imp. The Volcanic Biblioteca. The Fire Imp may discard 1 card from a location to perform 1 home action, or discard all cards to perform 2 home actions. So they can just go to the auction house, burn all of the cards there, and instead take home actions. they're
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
the ghost may not visit the diviner's hut. However, they can share spaces with opposing assistants at instant locations, and when they do, they draw a card. They're all very different and interesting strategies, and change up the game quite a bit. And then that's on top of the rooms changing every time you play, the order that the locations come out, the which books are banned and which books are favored, what your focus is. All of that stuff changes every time you play. So I have yet to play 2 games of this that go the same way.
What is it? What it says? Focus 2x.
That's just a reminder that your focus card scores 2 points per whatever it is.
Because you tuck it under here.
Because you tuck it under the library there.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why they didn't put that on the basic library side, but
Look, so this is an edge of a book, and when you tuck it in, these are the pages of the book.
Of the book.
The perspective is there.
Oh.
and it acts as a handy little. These are the
Well, yeah,
categories
but
that exist.
I didn't realize it
That's
was the
the
pages
art
of the book.
matchup.
No, it was very, very clever graphic design.
Yeah.
To make that happen. Imagine that game.
Oh, I had the literary laboratory.
Yes.
The
Oh, the
wizard may shift a group of adjacent cards any direction by 1 space prior to shelving a card. Oh my god, I want that.
yes.
No, I want the trash golem, which is what I had, which is may take and or shelve 1 card that would be discarded from each location. as
So
a
what
result.
happens is the trash golem hangs out wherever you put him. Every location before him in order that resolves, he can use his effect on that until he's no longer on the board.
Wow.
So you want to put him in higher numbered locations so that anything that's sitting around at the end has the chance to go to you instead of being discarded.
And does that mean like something that wasn't if stuff wasn't taken from the community
Correct.
center?
Stuff that wasn't taken from the community center, if nobody went to the auction house, the cards on the mystery shack, anything that would normally just be discarded at the end of the round, the trash golem has an opportunity to go through first. But yeah, they all do really different things, and
Yeah.
change
I
up the
like it.
game quite
It
a
makes
bit.
me
Adam,
real
you did
happy
great.
that the gelatinous cube
That's
is a
good.
gelatinous
I like
cube.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Adam P. McIver is the designer of Ex Libris, and this is published by Renegade Games. This game is set to be released in mass production release. End of September is the target. I believe they were targeting end of August, and then things happened as they always do. So, yeah, but you can pre-order your copy from various online stores or at your friendly local game store if your friendly local game store does pre-orders, and if you have a friendly local game store. But otherwise, check out Ex Libris. And thank you for watching. This was a bumpy stream, but it was a fun stream.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
I still don't think we're stabilized.
I
Yes.
will say, just theme-wise, it is nice to play a fantasy game with different fantasy tropes where nobody is hacking or slashing
Oh yeah.
anybody else. I think that's pretty neat.
It's really funny because it's a game about organizing board games on shelves. Really, if we're honest. And when you acquire new board games and just like like we would fail shelf stability right now, but we built it that way.
That's
So
good.
it's
I don't
That's awesome.
alphabetize my board games, so maybe that's my problem.
Really?
I know some people do, yes.
Wow.
Guardian
Yes.
does.
Mine is all about. Mine is.
Just saying.
Nerds of Wisdom says Renegade Games is on fire now. Has anybody called the fire department?
Oh!
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, don't joke about that. That actually happened. A board game storage warehouse in Europe
Oh, yeah.
caught on fire. It was
Eagle Griffin.
Eagle Griffin, and there was
Yeah.
another company that was storing games there. Just we don't joke about board games on fire.
Designers on fire are fine though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Adam,
pretty normal.
Adam Beebe,
Right.
yeah, he's on
Happens
fire.
all the time.
Especially if they're like a fire or something.
Yeah.
And
It's
just
actually part of playtesting, I think. Is you have to be on fire at some point in the game design's life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Makes
at,
sense.
at some point, the criticism is harsh. And
It's like how whenever you're building a new computer, if you do not cut yourself on a piece of the case, then it is not properly sanctified.
That's true.
The computer will have problems for the rest of its existence.
it's the blood sacrifice.
Yes. But yes, that's
Awesome.
Very cool.
and
I like
everything just folds up inside.
We also just found out in the chat. So Direwolf Digital announced that there will be a Clink in Space cat pin on sale at PAX if you are into the enamel pin trading and stuff like that. So there's that. If you are a fan of Clink in Space, which is another good game that came out from Renegade. Let's talk about streams and the rest of the month. So we've had a long chat and debate on whether or not we wanted to do Space-tober or Space-tember or Startober. And we decided, because of the quantity of hot, awesome games coming out at Gen Con, and the fact that we wanted to clear through the queue before Essen, which is in October, and we only actually are streaming for 5 days in October, that we're gonna do Startober. So for September and the rest of August, we're just gonna be streaming whatever hot Gen Con releases we can get our grubby little hands on. So, we have 2 Gen Con releases. Actually, they're both Essen releases. That's like the worst part. They pre-released at Gen Con. So we have 2 Gen Con pre-releases, both Mini Park and Mini Rails, which Steve and I will be streaming. Mini Rails is sadly only 3-player, but it's a very quick game, so it's probably going to be a candidate for a bonus stream. Could be a bonus stream tonight. I need to cook dinner, though, so I would not be playing. If
I mean, we can take stock and see if we have enough time.
Thursday, we are potentially streaming a very hot Gen Con title that is a little longer, and if that doesn't happen, it's Wasteland Express. And if it doesn't happen Thursday, it'll happen next Tuesday. So this Thursday will either be Mini Park 2-player or Wasteland Express 3-player, maybe 2-player, maybe 3-player. And then next Tuesday will be, if we do play Wasteland Express this week, next Tuesday will be something else that we have to come up with. And then the Thursday after that is Horizons. It's all falling into place. We have some games in the mail to us from publishers for some sponsored post-Gen Con streams. So yeah, this will be an interesting place. And I'm actually going to make an online calendar, because I have a physical calendar, where you can just go and see what we are planning to stream when, so you can kind of pay attention and not just luckily see something on Twitter at the right time. So yeah, there's that. And then in October, Steve and I are traveling a lot for October because we have a wedding of a very good friend that we're going to go to, and we're also going to Essen. So we're actually going to be in town for 15 days out of the 31 days in October. Don't come to our house. Our house sitter will be confused and concerned.
Especially if you were the previous tenant and you're looking for a package. That'll be just really confusing.
I think she'd be okay with that. She's nice. But, so we're only going to do 5 streams in October, and they'll be space-themed. Startober! Yep. Steve has he has a very large list of games that he wants to stream.
It's a lot more than 5.
Well, we were looking at maybe doing it in September. In September, we would have 11 streams, and it was more than 11. So, yeah. Yeah,
there's a possibility that one of those, if there is a long space-themed game, it may be a weekend stream. I think we have four weekday streams, and then there's only one weekend.
That's right.
In October, we'll actually be here, and hopefully that will be a weekend stream for Startober.
Yeah. How was the eclipse for you guys? How did it go? It was an adventure. So getting to the eclipse was fine, and we had Steve stayed here. I had a great game day with my nephew and sister-in-law and Levi, if you're still watching, and our friends Matt and Alice. And it was awesome. And then the eclipse happened, and that was pretty cool. My sister-in-law nerded out a lot, which is great. It's the whole reason she came up. And then it took us 5 hours to get home in what is normally an hour-and-a-half drive. So it actually was 6 hours because we stopped for lunch because I was like, please, Mother of God, I'm starving. But yeah, so that part sucked and was, in my opinion, not quite worth it. But yeah.
It wasn't bad for me. I touched down about 20 minutes before the eclipse happened.
Oh, wow.
From Gen Con. My Gen Con flight landed. I picked up my bags. I got outside. My wife was able to pick me up and drive to a parking lot so that I could get breakfast and we could watch it from the parking lot there. And then we drove back home and didn't have any problems actually getting through the city because everybody was south of the city.
Yep.
Right.
So coming from the airport was fantastic for a change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, oh gosh, heading south from Salem was a parking lot. We were leaving Lake Oswego, we were leaving Corvallis. and from like you could see as far as the eye could see when we were getting on the on-ramp heading south back to California was a parking lot, and it never moved. Like by the time we got off 5, we got off of 5 in Salem and was going the back route. It just hadn't moved. It was just a parking lot. So yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
But it was very pretty. Steve, what did you do for the
I
eclipse?
saw 99.2% totality,
Yeah.
which
Through
a bagel.
Yep.
I was at my work. There's like there's a patio area that faced west, so everybody was just kind of hanging out and watching. And I was curious if I could make a pinhole camera out of a bagel, which I did. And you put the two halves of the bagel close together, so there's a tiny hole, and I made an eclipse viewer out of a bagel.
Good job.
That's amazing.
It was
That's a
neat.
story you'll be
How
able
was
to tell
the
people
eclipse?
forever.
Yeah.
It was actually a lot of fun for us. We had a whole breakfast around it with some friends, and I was with my 5-year-old, so she was super excited about the wavy line thing. I don't know if you got that down in Corvallis,
Wavy
but
line thing.
it was pretty incredible.
No.
There was it was like you're in a fishbowl, and on the street was just these wavy
Yes.
Yeah.
And all the leaves
Lines.
cast really awesome shadows to
Yeah.
it everywhere.
No.
I don't know if it was like almost totality.
Maybe that was the almost totality thing.
It was something. It was something. It's like something about the heat or something
Yeah.
that makes you see wavy
And it's
lines.
just when it's not quite fully.
Raphael asked me to turn the lights back on because he didn't want to go to sleep, which was probably my favorite part of the eclipse.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I thought you meant just now, like he
No.
texted you and was like,
No.
"Daddy, turn the lights back on."
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, your 4-year-old can text. That's pretty sweet.
Turn
yeah.
the lights on. Yeah.
Yeah, where we were in Corvallis, we were about 3/4 of a mile from a very large park that the city of Corvallis had opened up camping in, like in the soccer fields. And when totality happened, it was just like you could hear the cheers.
That's awesome.
It was just and
I
like
love that.
yeah, it was. We were just sitting in Alice's driveway with Alice, like in lawn chairs, staring at the sun. But you could hear the park like go crazy, which was great. But yeah, cool. Bob says it looks like heat, but it's actually atmospheric turbulence on the sunlight. Aha, that's a pun. I get it now. Okay, that's a joke. Okay. Anyway, speaking of things that are in the stars and Clink in space.
Clink
Segue.
on space. Clink on space.
Tony picked up Clink in Space from Gen Con, and we're gonna play it on stream sometime. Don't know when. That's gonna happen though. Not in Startober. We're not waiting to Startober.
No, that'll be a pre-Startober. Actually, Horizons will also be pre-Startober.
Oh yeah, Horizon will be pre-Startober.
So there will
Yes.
be.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just stars everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh man. Kabuki Kid says, I read somewhere that people put sunblock on their eyeballs. Ow. I hate people are stupid.
Yeah.
There was also people using like sunglasses, like double sunglasses, like just normal sunglasses. Yeah. Anyway. You know what?
I mean, if the sunblock makes it so you can't see light anymore because it damaged your vision, which it wouldn't. It would be sun. I guess it wouldn't block the sun anymore if your eyes would just be damaged.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, doubly damaged. Okay.
Oh, speaking of stars everywhere, did we do? No.
We're gonna cook dinner. I'm getting hangry.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Just shut it down.
Did we show the thing yet? No.
What thing? To the internet?
Yeah.
We showed the
You
thing.
did?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did we? Yeah, we showed the
okay,
stream.
yeah,
John
we
was
did.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we showed the magic.
Yeah.
I'm editing the video now of the shelves, so that will be out later this week, and then next week will be the magic table of awesome. So if you've been waiting for a video on that, there you go. But now we're just hanging out and killing time because we love to hang out with the chat. It's more fun when you're not actively trying to play a board game. So yeah. All right. I don't know. Do you guys want to do a bonus stream of a thing while I cook dinner? It's literally up to you guys. I don't.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. I enjoy.
I think that's kind of.
Industry,
I
but-
think
Tony's
you-
trapped here till I cook.
I
and
think
you're
you've
trapped here
officially.
till I cook.
I think you've officially expressed the opinions of everybody at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn it down. So is anybody?
Do you want to
Put
play?
the mouse
Okay,
on the table.
we'll do a bonus stream while I cook, where the guys will play mini rails. Do you want to grab it?
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
mini.
Ichi.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Sorry, Ichi.
See, now I don't feel so bad about that reaction.
Oh, that's the part.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, I thought you meant for a different reason. That was sad.
No.
Okay.
No, not because
I
she
thought-
has less teeth.
Yeah, I
No.
thought you meant it's not as bad when she snaps at you because she has less teeth. That's like, honey.
That's cold.
Why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do this years ago?
That's not cool.
No, we found out. So while Ichi was sedated for her dental surgery, we had them. Did you put her outside?
Yeah.
Go let her in. I'm like, whatever you did, undo. While Ichi was sedated, we had the vet take X-rays of her limbs and basically most of her body, because she's had arthritis since she was young, and we were. It's getting worse, and we wanted to see the extent of of what it was doing, and it's very bad. It's not good. It's standard corgi stuff, but it's standard corgi stuff that you see in a corgi that's about 4 to 5 years older than she is. So, either she's Benjamin buttoning it,
Mm-hmm.
but reverse, or just, she plays hard. So, yeah, she has a lot of arthritis. So when you bump her, makes sense if you hit her in the wrong point, why she might be uncomfortable.
Or if you get a little too close to something that's not feeling great.
Anyway, Kabuki Kid, you can go back and play the Mega Kariba game now. It's a lot of fun. We could just play that. Just bonus stream us watching ourselves playing Mega Kariba.
Did you delete the overlays, or do you still have that?
I was gonna say you could try to beat your previous score because it's not like you have to play it in real time. You could play.
Yeah. Okay. Which people we're doing? We're gonna play Mini Rails, which is from Moa Ideas Game Design, designed by Mark Geratis, and I don't have a thumbnail for this. So we're going to shut down this stream. If you haven't been around for a bonus stream before, what's going to happen is we're going to shut down the stream. You can just hang out in this chat. We're going to wait probably about 10 minutes so the stream can buffer, catch up, and it gives us time to update thumbnails, get up, stretch, move around, that kind of stuff. And then we'll start the stream back up. And if you're hanging out in the chat, you will notice no difference, except for now we'll be back. And yeah, we'll play Mini Rails. Well, they'll play Mini Rails, and I will look on and envy. So yeah, though maybe I could play while cooking. We'll see.
It's very fast turns, but yeah, we'll see.
It's very quick turns, which probably would make it not work so well. So yeah, this is what we're gonna play next.
I mean, I can ask you what you want me to do.
Yep.
And I can
Okay.
do it.
Play for two.
Steve the
Yeah.
hand model.
Yeah. So yeah, if you'd like to tune in and watch this, just hang out in the chat. If you're watching this in the future, which is to say it's not live, you can find a link to this game somewhere either in the sidebar probably or just on the channel. And yeah, that's how we bonus stream. If you are watching this in the future, thank you for watching this very weird Ex Libris stream, and thank you for sticking around this long, because that's dedication if anything else, really. We haven't talked about that game in a while. But yeah, you should come and hang out with us sometime during the chat, and in the chat, and yeah, we like our crew. Oh, hey, Eric. Oh, yeah, Lucky. So yeah, people are jumping between Twitch and YouTube, and it's hurting my brain. Okay, so we're gonna shut it down.
All right, hold on to your butts.
Good night, or not. Unless you're sticking around, in which case, hang on.